Hello and welcome to another reading vlog. Last minute joined in on a 24-hour readathon, which started 5 minutes ago. Basically, for the next 24 hours, I'm going to try and read a bunch of books that I have been meaning to finish or just haven't gotten to yet this year. So I am in the middle of Invictus. I initially started this book for a video, and I think that video has kind of fallen through. I don't know, we'll see. I lost a bunch of footage last week, and I think all the footage from this video disappeared with that, but I still want to finish the book because it's really good. I'm a little over halfway, so I'm definitely going to be finishing this soon. I also am planning on reading Let It Snow. This is a book I love reading this time of year. I read it like almost every year. It's super cute. One of my favorites. I also have How the King of Elfham Learned to Hate Stories. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Anyway, it's a continuation of the Cruel Prince universe. One of my favorite stories. I love those books so much. And I haven't had a chance to finally read this one, and it's super short, so perfect for a readathon. I have like some other like audiobooks and stuff I think checked out from the library, so I might try and pick up some of those. We'll see. I don't know what will happen. I literally just joined this like 4 minutes after everyone else started, so we're doing great, fam. I am going to start off with Invictus because I really want to finish this one. Oh, I guess I should say what this one is about. It's about this guy who is the son of a time traveler and a like Roman gladiator type dude because his mom time traveled and then got pregnant. Now he is like the captain of a like kind of renegade time traveling group. It's very like found family-esque, which I dig. I'm really enjoying it so far. I haven't read anything else by Ryan Garden. I know she also wrote Wolf by Wolf, and I've heard really good things about that book. I'm really enjoying this. I love sci-fi. I love found family. It's so good. So I went and took a little bit of a dinner break. Wow, we're frizzy today. So I went and took a little bit of a dinner break, and I am about 50 pages from the end of Invictus, and I'm really enjoying it. I do wish that it was like a duology though. Mostly because I want more development. You get a little bit of backstory in the first like 2 chapters. Yeah, the first like 2 chapters you get some backstory. And then after that, it jumps ahead a couple years and a lot of the relationships are like already established. And I wish that we saw more. I wish we saw like the crew of the Invictus starting to come together, because right now I'm just not as invested as I feel like I would be if I actually saw more of them. It is really good though. I did have to pause at a very like intense part, so I am eager to get back to it. So it is about 8:30 and I have finished Invictus. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I do still wish that there had just been like more and it was a bit slower because so much was like already established like pre this book. I felt like there wasn't as much like character development as there could have been, but I still really enjoyed my time reading it. I thought it was such a cool concept and such an interesting, fascinating story. I really loved the world that it was set in. I felt like it was like a really like rich universe. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. Glad I could finally finish this one. So I think I am going to be picking up King of Elfheim. Haim? I hear people say Elfheim. I always want to say Elfheim, but I am going to be picking this one up next. I'm so excited to finally read this, and like I've glanced some of the images and stuff in here because it's an illustrated book, so I've glanced some of them, but for the most part I've been trying to like not look at anything because I wanted to be surprised, but the things I have seen look so beautiful. Yeah, so that's what's next. So I finished King of Elfham, and it's so good. It's so cute. It is just a short little baby novella, so it really is just more of an insight into like Cardan's character. It has so many like just really fun and interesting and also like kind of heartbreaking stories throughout this. There's like one kind of overall arcing story, which is really cool. I honestly didn't know what to expect going into this. All I knew was it was more Cardan content, which I am always here for. I love The Cruel Prince. I haven't talked about it a lot on this channel just because the books have been out for a while, so like my hype has kind of died down, I guess. There's been other books that have come out since then, but like my love for these books are so real. I love like Jude's character. She's just such a fascinating character to me. She is super like unlikable. She's one of those characters where she like does what she has to do in order to survive. Love that. And seeing more things from like Cardan's perspective, because you don't really get that at all in the books. Seeing his perspective on things and seeing like why he's acted the way that he acts, and the fact that he doesn't really like make excuses for any of the things that he's done, but you see reasons, is just it's so good. Also, like, not to spoil anything, but there's a scene where they go and get boba and then watch Knives Out, and honestly, like, I didn't know I needed that scene in my life, but it's so good. So yeah, that is book number 2 down. It is currently like I think almost 1 a.m. I don't actually know what time it is, so I think I am gonna start another book. I'm starting Let It Snow. It's a book I know, it's a book I love, so I'm gonna reread it. Should be a fairly fast reread because like I've read this a million times. I know what's gonna happen, but like it fills me with so much joy. I also had the next book, what is it? A Curse, the second book in Curse So Dark and Lonely series. I just had that come through in the library, so I might get started on that at some point during these 24 hours. I'm definitely probably being like overly confident, being like, I'm gonna finish all these books, but I already finished 2 of the 3 books that I said I was gonna read. We'll see what happens. I'm just kind of like rolling with it at this point. Hello, good morning. So last night I did manage to finish the Maureen Johnson story before falling asleep. Who's surprised? No one, especially not me. Yeah, I can totally stay up all night and read. No, I've gotten too old for that. But yeah, I did finish Maureen Johnson's story. So good. Her writing in this is just so clever, and I love it. I love it so much. Her characters are so much fun, and it's just like a really cute story. I keep on thinking about the terrible, terrible Netflix adaptation. It like wasn't even the same story. It makes me so angry because it's so good and so I mean, they cut out the fact that like the main guy in Maureen Johnson's story is Jewish, and it's a joke because his mom loves Christmas still and still like decorates for Christmas and celebrates Christmas, and they just completely cut that out. Like also, I'm pretty sure they cut out the fact, if I remember right, they like legit cut Jubilee's name from Jubilee to Julie. And it was like, you missed the entire point of that story. I'm moving on to John Green's portion. I'm hoping to have this book done by noon. That way I have like, I don't even know what time we're reading. I don't know what time we started, but I'll have like 4 hours to at least make a dent in one of the other books. I think I'm gonna end up doing A Heart So Fierce and Broken. I think that's the second one. Here we go. Gonna read John Green's portion, which I know I also really enjoy. The Lauren Moyer Cole one is decent. It has a teacup pig in it, which is great. It's not my favorite one, but love John Green's portion of this one too. It's so cheesy, and yeah. Anyway, bye. So I have finished John Green's portion, and it's good. I mean, it's short, so there isn't as much character development as there probably could be. But I think that it's definitely like super cute. There's a lot of like not like other girls going on in both stories, both John and Maureen Johnston's stories. So there is that. But overall, like they're just so short and sweet and cute. Like I can't I can't not like smile when reading them, for sure. So I'm gonna finish this up and then move on. So I just finished the Lauren Miracle story, and it's also really cute. I do think that, oh, what's her name? Anyway, the main character of that story, I think she like goes through the most character development of a lot of the characters, which is really funny. It isn't really my favorite of the stories. I think Maureen Johnston's is my favorite, but still really enjoyable. So I have about 2 hours left of the readathon, so I think I'm gonna try and get at least like part of the way through Heart So Fierce, so Heart, that sequel book. I'm gonna try and get at least part of the way through. Yeah, so let's go. Let's see how far I can get in those 2 hours. All right, so it is the end of the 24 hours, and I managed to get 107 pages into A Heart So Fierce and Broken. Finally figured out what the title of that book was. And I did pretty good for this. I didn't get quite as much read as I wanted to because I fell asleep. But that's fine. I did manage to finish 3 books, so 3 books are completed, and I got part of the way into another one, which is pretty exciting. I read a total of 859 pages. That actually feels really good. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I'm very pleased. I definitely want to do another 24-hour readathon. Maybe before the end of the year. I might do 1, maybe even 2 during our 12 days of Bookmas readathon, just so that I can get a dent into those books as well as read some other books. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, I post a lot of bookish content. Be sure to hit subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye!